I was living in a small city in Iran, and there I started learning piano and Iranian traditional music. Then we moved to Tehran and we started knowing people and more musicians in Tehran, and I got to I've heard some jazz and I was so interested into it, and I started learning jazz and Iranian classical music, and what I'm doing is a mishmash of everything. My inspiration was a lot of cultural things was happening at that time. A lot of political situations that I had. My migration to Europe, they were my main inspirations. But of course, I heard a lot of music from all around the world and different genres. And I wanted to work as a freelance musician, and in Iran it wasn't really possible at that time when I was living there, because there were no active scene in Iran and it was very limited, and I really couldn't do what I really wanted to do. So I decided to move to Europe. Then I had more chances, more freedom to make music and know more musicians in Europe. Yeah.
And what was your first destination in Europe?
Vienna.
It was Vienna,
yeah.
And why did you heard about the Austrian musician on Vienna scene or something?
No, actually, I applied for visa for getting an artist visa, and then I moved to Austria. And the embassy in Tehran helped me a lot, because I used to play a lot in Austrian embassy in Iran. Composing music is different than creating. For me, I don't know. Sometimes maybe I'm creative too. But I do a lot of sketches when I'm at home, and I put time to trying to do something new, but I'm not creative all the time, so there are some magical moments which happens and I can maybe say that I'm creative at that moment. I learned a lot from my colleagues in different bands, because I had the chance and I was so privileged to play with a lot of musicians from different musical backgrounds, with a lot of jazz musicians, with a lot of musicians from Turkey, Iran, Cuban musicians, and each of them inspired me a lot. Yeah. There are some projects that I worked as a guitar player or oud player, and there are also some projects that I'm producing, my own trio, Persian side of jazz, or acoustic diaries in Vienna. It's an orchestra which I'm doing in Vienna, and lots of other stuff.
Did you play after your migration in Iran sometimes? Or
I played. I went to Iran 4 times and I played concerts there.
It was a nice experience?
It's
Which kind
different.
Of experience?
First of all, when you're talking with the audience in your mother language, it's different for me. And if you play in the places which you have a lot of memories from these venues, it's beautiful to play again there.
What does it mean, your roots for you, and for combine your music with your roots? It's really important for you? Is it really important?
It's a part of my musical language. I don't force myself to combine my roots, but I try to be aware of my roots and develop my musicality and knowledge and skills